Hey guys, welcome back. So I have been messing around with my camera trying to make some adjustments to it because I am not used to filming in natural light. I think my videos look bad because I'm just not used to it. And I do realize a lot of people use natural light when they film, but having the setup that I used to have for so long and now filming in natural light, it is a huge adjustment. So I'm hoping that soon I will have new lighting. I am saving up to order a Diva ring light so that I can make videos anytime, no matter what the weather is or if the sun is out or whatever the case may be, because right now I can't film at night, and I used to film in the evening all the time and I can't now. So, but hopefully I will have that soon, fingers crossed. I've been saving for it, so I'm hoping in the next couple weeks I'll be able to get my hands on that. So for today's look, I'm going to do a green look for you guys. I've been wanting to use this Fluidline for a while, so I decided to pull it out today and use it for today's video. So it's, like I said, it's a Fluidline from MAC. It's called Shade, and it's this really pretty green. Look at, I love a brand new Fluidline, and that is the name of it. I'm going to do something green for you guys. I'm also going to use this palette here. This was sent to me by an Instagram friend. I'm not sure if I can say her name, so I'm just going to give her Instagram name. Tree was Happy 12. She sent me this Nars palette because she never used it, and I've been wanting it for so long. So today's look is going to feature a color from this palette, and it's going to be this green one right here. The name of that one is Listhea. So I'm going to do kind of like a I don't want to say a pretty dramatic wing, but I'm going to do a wing that's sort of like a bat wing, and then I'm going to incorporate a MAC shade, and I've been wanting to use this one for a long time. I've had this color for a while and never used it in a video. It is called Bottle Green, and you can order this from the website. That's what it looks like. And so we're going to do something like that today. I kind of have an idea of what direction I want to go in. Like, I know the basic outline of what I want to do, so we'll see how this turns out. I'm going to prime my eyes with a little bit of this paint pot, and this is from one of the holiday collections, but if you have Painterly, that'll work out fine. So I'm actually going to put this all over my lid up to the crease, and I'm going to take it above my crease as well. Okay, the next color that I'm going to use is called Brown Script from MAC, and I depotted this, so I just have a little sticker on the back, but it is Brown Script. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is a 224, and this is going to go through my crease and just above. And I'm going to blend upward more than I normally would so that the color fades nicely. Usually I wouldn't blend up that high, but for today's video I am. I'm going to use an angle brush to apply this. This is a 263 from MAC. If you have a 266, that's fine too. Now this particular Fluidline, this has no glitter to it. It's just a flat color, which is what I like about it. So for this, I'm going to just look straight ahead into my mirror. And what I do with the Fluidline is I put my brush into it and I coat the sides. And then on my hand, I will go in and flatten the brush so that it's nice and narrow. And then I just come in right from the lower lash line. And I'm actually right now using the tip of the brush to create that line. Now what I'm going to do looking straight ahead is, and I'm looking straight ahead into my mirror, I'm going to just connect this over like so. And then I'm going to go in and start to fill it in. Now you don't have to be particularly neat about this part because we're going to come in later with some eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to go up a little bit higher. Now do you see how my wing kind of curves here a little bit? It's because this bone sticks out really far. So if you have a bone here that sticks out further than your eye, you kind of have to be careful because you get that sort of weird curved effect. So now just going back in. And then I'm just going to kind of take it up into my crease. Like that. Now what I'm going to do is take a synthetic brush. This is a smudger brush. I actually got this from Rite Aid. And I'm going to go right into here and start to blend this out. And again, don't worry about little mistakes that you make. Like you can see up here, I went up a little bit higher. If you want to, you can take a Q-tip and just go right in where you went up a little too high to kind of remove that excess. Another thing you can do too to kind of clean up mistakes is you can go back into your paint pot and take a smudger brush or just something kind of small, and you can go right over it. Here, let me zoom in. And just kind of erase that. And don't worry if you take out a little bit of your crease color, not a big deal. Okay, so I'm just going to go over to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so now that we have the basic shape in, again, don't worry about symmetry and whatnot right at this moment. We can always go back in and clean up later if it starts to get a little too lopsided. So what I'm going to do now is take that bottle green color from MAC, and that is a matte finish. There's no shine to that. Okay, so a little bit of bottle green. I'm going to use a flat shader brush. This one's a 242 from MAC. And what I'm going to do is press this in over the top here. And I'm going to go in and blend. Okay, so now that we have the bottle green blended in, I'm going to go back into brown script and add just a little bit more through the crease to kind of blend everything together. I'm going to use my favorite brush, the 221 from MAC. And going back in with brown script will kind of help get rid of those sort of harsh edges. Make everything look nice and well blended. And now for the green from the Narcissist palette, as I blind everybody, I'm going to use my finger to apply this. I don't normally like to use my fingers to apply eyeshadow, but with this palette, it does work best to use your finger. And that advice was given to me by a friend of mine who worked for Nars. Okay, so far that's what it looks like. And again, if you have this palette and you're having trouble with it, try using your fingertips because it really does go on a lot easier. I have months ago, well, a long time ago, when these first came out, I bought one of them and I was having trouble applying it with a brush and I kind of was like, these are okay. But then when my friend told me about using your finger, it just worked out so much better. So anyway, that's what you should have right now. Now what I'm going to do is go in and kind of clean up these wings a little bit so that they're a little bit more precise. And for that, I like to use a little bit of makeup remover and my flat 212 brush. So I'm just going to put a little bit of makeup remover in here, or on this brush, and just go in and tidy up these edges. Now if you don't have deep set eyes, or if you're lucky enough not to have this bone that sticks out really far. You can always use tape as your guideline before you even get started. So that's entirely up to you. All right, so I need a little bit of an inner highlight color here. So I think I'm just going to use this one from the palette. This one is called Andromeda, and this is what it looks like. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my inner corner. And again, because I have monstrous hands, I'm going to use a brush because I don't think, let's get a laugh, shall we? Well, I can sort of get my finger in there, but I feel like it would be a lot better. I'm going to go in and blend it out, especially if you have nails. It's really hard to get into that inner corner. But I'm going to use this little pencil brush here, which I love this brush. It's from Japanesque. I think this is the number of it. I'm not sure if they still sell this brush, but if they do and you need a good pencil brush, look into this one. They sell them at Ulta. So I'm just going to go in here and kind of smooth this out a little bit, add a little bit more. I think it's pretty. I love green, especially on brown eyes. Green is like awesome. So to add a little oomph, I'm going to try just in the center of my eye here, applying some of this wet. And I'm almost out of Fix Plus. I'm going to clean my brush off here. A lovely YouTube friend of mine sent this to me. This is one of those color switch solos, and it's like this little spongy thing, and you just run your brushes back and forth on it. I love it. I use it all the time. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the green on my brush here, and then I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of Fix Plus. And then I'm just going to kind of bounce it right over the center here. Just to add a little extra something. And what that does is it just grabs a little bit more light. I always like doing that. Now I contemplated not running anything along my lower lash line because I feel like looks like this, I don't know, I just kind of prefer for everything to just stay on top. But I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of the green from the palette and just run a little bit along my lower lash line. So I'm just going to do that now. That buzzing you just heard is my phone. There, I think that's nice. So it's just a little bit, just subtle. You could also, you know, I had a plan. And this happens to me a lot, and for my friends who have been with me for a long time, I think you guys are probably kind of used to how sort of wishy-washy I can be. I'm sometimes all over the place, you know, and I'll change something up at the last minute. And I do have a plan when I sit down, and then all of a sudden my brain is like, oh, wait, try this, try that. I filmed a video the other day, and I did that, like, on purpose. I just sat down, I grabbed a palette, and I started to go. And by the time I got done, I was like, oh my God, this is awful. Like, I thought it was pretty, but there were so many products that I used, and I try to keep things simple, and I try to use things that you can still get. But this video incorporated so many sort of like limited edition products and older palettes, and I'm like, no, I can't put this out, no way. All right, so I'm going to use this eyeliner from MAC. This is an old one. Mine is old. It's Mystery. And it is this beautiful green. If you can't get your hands on Mystery or you don't have Mystery, you can use Tarnish. And I will show you. This one here is Mystery. That one is Tarnish. Since I have Mystery, I'm going to go ahead and use that. Or if you don't have MAC eyeliner, which is not, you know, 100% necessary, just sort of any dark green eyeliner that you have will work. So I'm going to put this in my waterline. Okay, so if you wanted to make this really super smoky, you could take a little bit of the liner. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want this to be too smoky. I wanted most of the drama to be on the upper lid. But what you can do is take your eyeliner, kind of press it in between your lashes, sort of like wiggle it back and forth, take a smudger brush like this and then go in and kind of smudge it out along the lower lash line. That's going to make it a super smoky look. Okay, so this next product that I'm going to use I actually just received yesterday, and it is an eyelash curler heater. It heats up the eyelash curler. It's called Luminous Lashes. I used it yesterday and it actually really helped. And what's funny is I bought a Shu Uemura eyelash curler. I had one years ago. I really liked it. I bought another one. I paid $20 for it, and it's not working for me as well as my cheapo CoverGirl. And the reason that I haven't been using this one as much is because it's so bent, but it still works for the most part, but not as good as it used to. And it stinks because I cannot find this particular eyelash curler from CoverGirl anymore. They don't make these. So it kind of stinks, but they sent me this warmer, and it comes with this eyelash curler, and this is a really nice eyelash curler. It catches all my lashes. It's shaped perfectly for my eye, and I think it's because my eyes are so deep set and this has such a curve on it. It just fits in there perfectly. It hasn't ripped any of my lashes out, which is nice. But I got this, like I said, in the mail. It's called Hot Lashes by Luminous Beauty. It's a 24 karat gold plated eyelash curler. And what you're supposed to do is you put the curler into the warmer, and it says your warmer is heating and will warm for 90 seconds. First 90 seconds light flashes indicating it is warming. After 90 seconds light is steady, that means that it's ready to be used. So when you put it into the warmer, you just let it sit there and the light will blink. Once the light stops blinking, then you can use it. It says to test the warmth on the back of your hand, obviously so you don't burn your face. The medical grade silicone black pad is curved rather than flat for a sweep of the curl. So it's not a flat little band, it's curled. Or curved, I should say. No pumping of the curler is necessary. And of course I did that. It's just because it's habit and that's what I'm used to doing. The warmth of the silicone pad and the curler helps set a longer lasting eyelash curl. Once curled to your liking, apply mascara, blah, blah, blah. It says apply mascara, and if additional curling is desired, due to our non-stick silicone pad, you can curl again. Just make sure the mascara is thoroughly dried. That's awesome because a lot of eyelash curlers, like I do like to do that to kind of add a little bit more curl and volume to my lashes. So after my mascara is on and it's dried, I'll go back in and give it another curl, but the lashes always stick. But with this, it's not supposed to happen because it's non-stick. I haven't tried it with this particular lash curler. And it says in the information that they gave me that they've received rave reviews from E! Entertainment, Good Morning LA, Extra TV, CNN, FN, Home and Family, and featured on ABC and NBC News segments. And it says it's a quick sellout on QVC UK. You can either put batteries in it or you can plug it in, and I just plugged it in because it's just easier. And this retails at $49.99 at hotlashes.com. So this is what it looks like. Gosh, it is so bright. I can't even tell if it's showing up, but this is what it looks like. Here's the eyelash or the lash curler. And so what you do is you put it in and then you press so that it's locked in, and then the little light will come on. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in. So while it's heating up, let me turn my camera. While it's heating up, you'll see that the light is blinking, and then once the light stops blinking, and it's just a steady light, that's when it's ready to be used. The red light is on. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and test it on the back of my hand so that I don't burn myself. And it feels okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot I already have mascara on. Whoops. Does anybody ever have problems with their bottom lashes getting caught in their top lashes when they're trying to curl them? That happens to me all the time. So let's test the non-stick theory here, because I already have mascara on. No sticking. That's nice. What I like to do is kind of bend the curler up and squeeze, and then I'll come up a little bit and squeeze again. Nice. I always have one side that is easier than the other. I also have more lashes on one side than the other. See there? And look, there are no lashes stuck in this curler. See there? And I know I already have mascara on, but I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in with the Urban Decay Perversion. Wow, my lashes never look like this. Even with primer, they're just, look at that. That's awesome. And as you guys can tell, I like to add a lot of mascara. Sometimes even after it's dry, I'll go in and add a little bit more because I'm just kind of like a freak when it comes to mascara. So while that's drying, I'm going to do my concealer. And I'm just using my MAC Prolongwear concealer. And I still have not found a concealer that I like more than the Prolongwear. For me, it's the best. And I've tried a lot. I do want to try the Clé de Peau, but at the moment, my budget will not allow for that. So, until I can get that, I will stick with my Prolongwear. Uh-oh. Normally, I like to use my beauty blender with this, but to be honest, I'm a little lazy right now to get up and wet my blender. So, I'm using my Old Faithful here, my Sephora brush. They don't look like this anymore, but this is the Sephora Airbrush Concealer Brush. I really like this brush a lot. Okay, now that my mascara is dry on top, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara to my lower lashes, and my most favorite is the Clinique Bottom Lash. This is the only mascara that doesn't transfer onto my skin, so I buy these like crazy. As a matter of fact, I have 2 backups in my, I just opened this one and I have 2 more backups in my my cart over here. Okay, so bottom lash mascara is on. I'm just going to set with a little bit of my Makeup Forever setting powder. Oh my gosh. I have not used this since we moved, and I just opened it and powder went everywhere. And my the brush that I'm using is actually from a set that I got from Target, that Up and Up brand. I believe it came with 4 brushes, and I do believe that they still carry them, but this is one of my most favorite brushes for applying powder to my under eye area. Because I already have powder foundation on, I'm just going to add a little bit of my, like a little bit of contour with my contour kit here from Anastasia. And I like using the middle color here. I don't know what it's called. It's not on the back, but it's this middle bottom color. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is a crown brush, or Royal Crown. I can't remember. I've had it for a long time. I'm just going to go right along the top of my cheekbone. And I was going to use blush, but I don't know, I kind of feel like that's enough. I don't want to go overboard with anything on my cheeks just because there's so much going on my eyes. I have my Milani Luminoso. This was my favorite blush for a very long time, and I think maybe I'm just going to take that same brush that I used for the contour powder. I'm just going to bounce it in here. If you've ever used Milani, you know that these are really pigmented and it doesn't take much. So I think I'm just going to tap a little bit across the top of my cheek, or my cheekbone. And again, I'm just bouncing it in just a little bit and right across the top of my cheek here, just to add a little bit of color. But again, I don't want too much, and it may not translate too well on the camera, but there's a little bit of color there, just not too much. And then for my highlight, I'm going to use my Hourglass palette, and I always end up going to that center shade, which is Incandescent Light, and I'm going to use my Sigma F35 highlight brush. I'm just going to tap a little bit of this across the top of my cheekbone. It is going to rain again. It just rained. I didn't film because it was raining and I was losing light, or there was no light, and I feel like now I'm starting to lose light again, so I gotta hurry. Okay, so I'm back. I lost my light, a storm moved in, it got really dark in here, so I had to hold off on filming for a little bit. And as you can see, I have a different shirt on because we actually went and got something to eat, and now I'm back and I'm happy that I have my light back. So I'm going to do Runway Hit, which I really like a lot. This is what Runway Hit looks like, and that's from MAC, and it's that pink color in the middle there. And I'm going to use Soar with that. Okay, so this is what Runway Hit and Soar look like together. and I popped a little bit of a gloss over the top. Alright guys, so that's it. You're going to have to let me know what you think of my look today. If you decide to try to recreate this and you're friends with me on Instagram, please take a picture and post it and tag me in it so that I can see your final product. And then you can kind of let me know if you thought it was easy to do, if you had difficulties. But I think it's pretty easy. I don't think it takes any more time than doing a regular wing. So but I like it. I like wearing my makeup like this. I actually got 2 compliments on my eye makeup while we were out at dinner today, so I was like, cool, I must be doing something right. But anyway, that's it. I can't believe I just almost ended the video without announcing the giveaway. I'm having a giveaway. It is going to be one of the hot lashes from Luminous Beauty, the heated eyelash curler that I showed you guys early. So one of you is going to win this if you're interested in trying a heated eyelash curler. I think it's an awesome invention. It helped my lashes. Actually, normally by now my lashes would have fallen down, and especially in the humidity. But as you can see, my eyelashes are still sticking straight up. Just like they were when I first put my mascara on. I was gone from the house for probably about 45 minutes. It got really super humid outside and it was raining, and I actually ran through the rain. But my lashes are still like at attention, which is awesome. So they gave me an extra one to give away, which I'm very happy to be able to do. All right, so we are going to run this giveaway. Today is August 2nd. We're going to end this on my birthday, which is August 12th, which is a Wednesday. So I will announce the winner of the hot lash on Wednesday, August 12th. This is open to anybody. It's international. Obviously, you have to be a subscriber in order to win the hot lash. And all you have to do is just comment down below why you would like to try the hot lash. You know, if you have problems with your lashes, if they don't stay curled, if you're like me and your lashes just kind of stick straight out, you've tried everything, so on and so forth. So just leave a comment like that down below if you are interested in winning this. Just a little sort of disclaimer, and I know there's nothing I can do about this, and I probably shouldn't even be wasting my breath, but if you're watching the video and you subscribe just for the giveaway, please don't. You know, to me, I don't care if my numbers go up or if they go down, but I feel like people who really want to be here, whether you're new or you've been with me for a long time, I feel like it's just not fair to the people who actually want to be here and who enjoy watching my videos. So, you know, be nice, you know, have a conscience, I guess, and I don't know. I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. So anyway, that's it. I'm really going now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck. Have a great day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.